Hello. um, Hello, bitches. Um, it's your girl. I am doing really good these days. I haven't drank in like 3 weeks, so I pulled some tarot that seemed like it'd be okay if I drank, and did some tarot readings today. Just to kind of break it up, let loose. I'm very much a solitary witch. Um, this morning I went on a 3-hour hike in the forest with my dogs, and then I did an hour of yoga. Now I'm here. So been doing massive strides in the gym. I'm leg pressing 800 pounds these days for 12 reps, 3 sets. I haven't tried to PR on the leg press. I'm sure it would be like 1,000 pounds if I was to do like a 1 rep max. And my squat is 105 for 1 rep. My deadlift is 130, but I could probably do more. I haven't tested it, but I could probably do 140 kilograms, which is almost as close to 300 pounds deadlifting. My hip thrusts are like 140 for 3 reps. So probably 1 rep max for the hip thrust is around 150 kilograms, which is 320 pounds. My bench is 55 kilograms, which is like 110 or 15 pounds, which is not very good. Ideally, I would be benching my own body weight. So that would be like 70 kilograms. Other than that, I've been so I was contemplating working with a wealth goddess, because I'm going on this like little journey for like wealth and beauty and abundance and magic and stuff like that kind of this year. And although I will be celebrating the new year with the start of Aries, so I don't particularly follow the Gregorian calendar. So in Pisces, I will be sleeping, probably doing a lot more yoga, a lot more walking. I do shit tons of walking. Honestly, I'm just on my grind, so I'll probably still go to the gym, but probably prioritizing sleep incubation. So sleep dreaming, sleeping with purpose, dreaming with purpose, using the astral to my benefit in Pisces, and preparing for Aries, and then really probably kicking it into high gear in Aries. As I was contemplating working with some sort of wealth goddess, my boss gave me a pay raise. And then I talked to my friend, and she pointed me in the direction of Lakshmi. So I'm going to start working with Lakshmi. And then the other one that I've been working with, and who's someone who's been in and out of my life for the past 10, 12 years, is Hekate. And so I just decided I want to do some entity work and some spirit, like some more focused like spirit work. So I'm working with my spirit team. I sort of speak to a collective spirit of protectors and a generalized spirit. When I speak to spirit, I speak to like these entities that I feel that are protecting me, and who I've had encounters with sort of through clairaudience and through different things, I've seen this kind of team of like spiritual beings that are kind of surrounding me. So I sort of speak to them in a general sense, and they're kind of a benevolent, loving, abundant energy that I kind of always feed into and derive power and abundance and knowledge and wisdom out of these out of this kind of like collective group of idyllic entities who have qualities that are benevolent and fortuitous for me anyways, this kind of spirit team that I work with. But I decided I wanted to work with a more more constrained in a kind of a constraint bubble of this kind of like historic or having some sort of accumulation of many followers, or this kind of like egregor, this kind of like tulpa, this kind of like being that's accumulated a lot of energy around it, and working with that. And so Hekate is one of those ones that has been sort of on the mind but I've never worked with her or created an altar for her. But I have like sporadically reached out to her like throughout the past 10, 12 years. But now I've decided, so I pulled some tarot. I was like, am I going to really work with Hekate? And I got these kind of cards, which was like, it's going to be hard. It's going to be like, I got like the devil. Like I got a couple cards that were like, oh God. Like, and so then I was like, nah, miss me with that Hekate, miss me with that dark night of the soul shit. Like I don't need, like, as a double Scorpio, I've had a lot of dark night. I'm more, and I took off, I have a moon tapestry in my bedroom, and I took it down actually some weeks ago because I was like, I think it's like almost like a burden on my soul, like having the moon, this guiding and like having the moon as a point of focus or as an emblematic thing. It's like the tapestry that I sleep, it's like under the head of my bed, you know what I mean? Like I'm sleeping under the moon, or like and I always jog at night, and I'm always like focused on the moon. And I thought I maybe want to go, and especially with the what do we have this year? It's a fire horse year. I thought I'd maybe go more into like a solar type of energy this year, and wearing more brighter colors, and just eating pineapples and papayas and aquamarine and freaking seafoam green and like gold and like khaki and beige, and wearing white, like wearing fucking white. I just thought I might go into like a more solar masculine positive direction this year, but then somehow Hekate has entered the picture, but I'm sort of counterbalancing it with the Lakshmi. So that's kind of the thinking. And I might even get a god in there, like kind of a masculine energy to even push, like a Jupiter or some sort of figure that could like even push the needle further on positivity and forward motion, and like chariot type of energy. I might even just worship the sun. I might even create like a sun altar this year. Because I've been waking up every morning at 5:30, seizing the day. I'm pretty much going to bed at 9, 10 at night and not really going about that. So I'm going to have to make some peace with Hekate. And I know she's like, the moon is one of her symbols, like is like the moon is the moons, and I'm gonna just have to tell her. Well, anyways, so I was like, I pulled some tarot, and it was like, you should not work with the lunar energy. You should not work with Hekate. Sorry. I went retard for a second. You should not work with Hekate because it will be hard. And I was like, I don't need that. I don't need hard right now. I want like Not that I want like a nurturing, mothering goddess. I don't think I would even like that. I don't like mothers. I don't like maternal. I don't like that. Baby. I don't really like that kind of shit anyway. I like things when they're light and fun. Like I work at a preschool, and like as a teacher, I'm more like fun dad. I'm like, let's do something. Let's run. All right, let's do a foot race. Let's do a dance party. I'm very like projective and active and almost like penis. I'm like a penis as a teacher. I'm more like an ejaculating force of energy. You know what I mean? It's weird to think about it like that, especially with everything that's come out with Epstein, but in terms of as in a metaphysical occult way of or thinking about it, like as a teacher, I am definitely a projective and bringer of energy. I bring the energy, like I bring the party kind of a thing. And I don't want to sit around and like kiss your boo-boo or be your mommy. I don't really want to do that. Not that I don't have it. I do. I mean, sometimes I'm sweet. Like I'm very sweet, and I do actually help a lot of children who've been injured and get them band-aids and so. Like I do all that shit. Like I change nappies. I pet people. I pet children to bed. But in general, my favorite thing to do is like, let's do something, kind of a thing. So, Mama, my dog is having a nightmare. And Hekate is a goddess of dogs, especially black dogs. But I have an orange dog and I have a black and brown and white dog. She's like they're brindle, so they're all like patchwork, marbled kind of a dogs. And so dogs, that's good. Spiders, and we have a spider's nest in our kitchen. So we actually let the spiders live and prosper and thrive, like in our kitchen. They have a whole corner of the wall of the kitchen and we cut it back and we actually like maintain it so it doesn't get out of control. But we actually let the spiders exist and coincide with us. Very witchy, very weird, but we've always done that. We don't kill bugs, and we let the spiders exist kind of in our house. So spiders, snakes, and owls. Don't really have much connection with. I'm a little bit with snakes. Like I'm not really a fan of snakes. Owls, I can get behind owls. I like owls. Horses, I like horses. I'm actually I see horses every day. I live out in the country actually, so I see horses. I love horses. And so I've just been, and so then I was like, I'm not going to work with Hekate. Okay, I'm not going to work with Hekate. And then she's the goddess of thresholds and like transformation, like thresholds, gates, and keys specifically. And a lot of her devotees will do sleep incubation where they sleep with a key under their pillow and then do like a little prayer incantation and ask for her to visit them in the dream. And then they have a key under their pillow and they go to sleep and hope for a dream with Hekate. And keys is a big symbol for Hekate. And then so I was like, I'm not going to work with Hekate. But then I lost my car keys. For 2 hours. Couldn't find them anywhere. I looked everywhere, every fucking where. You know, when you're looking for something and you're a hot mess, just like looking like a crazy maniac looking for it. And I checked my vest, which I wear every day for work. I checked it like 16 times, like a million times, stuck my hand, like feeled out the whole thing. And then finally I called this after, I was like, I can't find them. They're lost forever. So I called this after hours, like key maker, and they said it's going to cost $1,200 to make a brand new car key. And I was close to having them come out and paying the $1,200. And then my boyfriend's like, no, we got to find it. Hang up the phone. So I hung up the phone. And 5 minutes later, he was like, okay, so let's take a second. Let's pause. Like, where did you what did you do? Like, think about what did you do when you came home? And I was like, I take off my vest. I always put I'm like a creature of habit. I put things, I'm a minimalist. I have nothing. I put the little that I have, like, always in the same place. And so he went to my vest. He's like, so vest, okay, vest. And he went to my vest. He stuck his hands in, and then I was like, I checked the vest like a million times. What the fuck is wrong with? And so I was like, okay, bitch. All right, you want to fuck? This bitch wants to fuck with me. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start working with Hekate. So now I'm working with Hekate. I'm gonna get it all. Next weekend I'm gonna go to a secondhand shop and find a little table, and then slowly I'm gonna continue doing research about her and her history and her offerings and Depanon. There's lots of things going on with this Hekate, and offerings, prayers, and seeing how far I can take it and how much I can transform through Hekate and Lakshmi for beauty. So beauty and abundance and wealth, primarily, and like more empress type energy. And I feel like I guess Hekate is more of like the high priestess. So those are the two energies that I'm going to be working with. I think I'm going to work with them for a good 6 months while I'm going through this transformation. And as I was pulling tarot, so I pulled tarot I asked Hekate to come through the tarot, and she gave me the 7 of Wands. And so there's this like backing of my strength. So I feel like that she's in support of like my gym practice and my all the kind of extracurricular physical stuff that I do. So with her, I'm working on growing in power and strength, physical, mental, spiritual strength, transformation, cutting out things that don't serve me, strengthening my boundaries. I'm a very good dreamer, so I'll probably start getting dreams with her and going on a journey and having a whole dream journey with Hekate and Lakshmi. I think I'm gonna keep like because I have like face creams that I put on at night, so I'm gonna keep my face creams on the altar and at night, instead of doing it in the bathroom in front of the mirror, I'll get a little mirror on the altar and I'll get my face creams there, and I'll do like my face creams. I might even do my makeup at the mirror. I'll put like some New Zealand like currency on there, maybe some golden or some like maroon candles, like white candles, things like that. More light, empressy kind of like, like mauve and like the color of like brown, but like wooden brown, like maybe some kind of greens and golden things like coins and things like that, and offerings for her. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I'm doing more research on Hekate right now, and I'm gonna start doing. I'm trying to do Lakshmi research at the same time. So I'm doing a lot of research. I'm in a research research phase. So that's what I've been up to for. Oh, and another weird one was I was at the gym and my dog has an injury. She has a little, my boyfriend threw a log, like we have these logs for our log burning furnace. And he threw this giant log for her in the backyard, and it got all tumbled, and she chased after it like quickly, and somehow it injured her arm. And now she walks like this. She's got like a sprain, and we went to the vet, and they said she has like a sprain. It's going to take like 6 weeks to heal or something. And Hekate, obviously, goddess of dogs and stuff. So I was in the gym listening to a lecture, like a YouTube lecture about Hekate. And just randomly, I spoke to her in my head. I was like, can you help me heal my dog's injury? And then not 30 seconds later, because I don't have YouTube Premium, an ad came on for a joint supplement with green-lipped muscles. Yeah, green-lipped muscles and like collagen and all this, like this tablet. And it was like a advertisement for dogs' joints. And I never care about, I don't even pay attention to advertisements. Like I've never fallen victim of an advertisement. Like they all go right over my head. But I clicked on this advertisement, and I'm actually going to buy these pills because I feel like that was Hekate reaching out to me, because it was literally within the space of like a minute. I was like, can you help my dog? And then like 30 seconds later, I got a tablet, advertisement for a joint supplement that helps repair joints and keep joints, juicy and strong and lubricated. So, and now this will be my dog's second injury. So I feel like as she gets older, like we're going to need some kind of extra help for her body to keep her limber, because yeah. All right, well, nobody's coming on. It's Valentine's Day in the Northern Hemisphere. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. Oh my God, my boyfriend and I had a great day. I went to the gym for 3 hours, and then I did some housework, and then I did an hour jog, and then I jogged for an hour. So I'm jogging an hour 3 to 4 times a week now with my dog. That's something that we've been doing since he was a puppy, actually. And we slowly built up. To be honest, when he was 2 years old, we started with 5-minute jogs. And then every 4 days we would add a minute. And it took like half a year to build up to an hour. I'm really strategic. I'm such a sharp strategic with my body. Like I never get injured. I always slowly increase things. I take a lot of breaks between sets. Like I do a lot of mobility work before everything. Like I never get injured. Like I'm very good at like except my dog has an injury, and it really fucking pisses me off. My boyfriend threw this obnoxiously heavy big log for her, and she's very fast because I've trained her to be that way. And she just got all tumbled up and injured herself. So otherwise, like I keep my dogs are in peak condition. I feed them a whole food diet. They get beef mince, ground beef, vegetables, sweet potato, coconut oil, collagen. I give them creatine, bitch. I give my dogs creatine, rosemary, turmeric, chia seeds, hemp seeds. I give them a little bit of frozen berries, beans. I don't really give them very much grains. They're pretty much grain free. Not because I feel like grains are bad, but I don't give them rice. I feel like rice is rubbish. So I don't really do the grains. Salmon. I give them salmon. I give them sardines. Give them eggs. Yep, that's their diet. So everyone's in great shape. And I've started to take control of my boyfriend's diet as well. I'm a kitchen witch. At the end of the day, I'm a kitchen witch. I'm so strong at the gym. I eat freaking raw fruits and vegetables, bitch. That's all I eat. Like, I don't even do protein. I don't. I'm totally plant powered. But yeah. So things are going really good. You know what I mean? Things are pretty good, except for my dog's injury, which is really pissing me off, making me sad. I might hop off, I guess, if nobody's going to come on. Maybe I'll go on Instagram. I have a lot more like active friends. I have like real friends on Instagram. The people that I talk to. I have to go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm going to go off. I got to go to the bathroom.